Worry about it.
Dang, bro.
She's
Screen.
scratchy tonight.
Halfback screen.
Dude, I threw a dirty halfback screen on a blitz. Oh,
All right. We're back. Film Nerds, episode 24. Let's go.
yeah, so with Film Nerds, this is designed where we're going to look at not just the best, we're going to look at the best and the worst, and then we're going to see how a player can transition to the NFL. So it's going to be a lot more technical traits. It's going to be, with quarterbacks, especially, we're going to look at situation. We're going to look at reads. We're going to look at feet. So all those little things, that's kind of what the purpose of Film Nerds is. And I find it to be quite a bit of fun. The name up there, Josh Hammond, is not accurate. It is Garrett Price. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
They can't see that. It's all right.
I was
they
gonna say I
can't
don't think
see
they
it?
can see that, but that's all
Oh,
right.
you fixed it. It's on that screen wrong. So, yeah, no, man, I'm doing well. I'm really looked forward to this one with quarterbacks, and I know JWAC has looked forward to this one too because former quarterback in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good, man. Sorry about the delay on the stream. We're having some technical difficulties, but we're here. I'm excited to finally do quarterbacks, our first one.
Yeah,
Is this really our first one? I thought we did like From or something, or did we never actually post that one?
Nah, I don't think we did.
no?
Didn't?
But and,
Okay.
and just that might have been
think
an
it was-
early one we did
Like a
with-
test one, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it
but-
was.
But either way, it's the first one of this class. So
For sure.
these two guys are going to be pretty exciting. Do you want to start with background on Justin Fields?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about Justin Fields. So the interesting thing about both of these guys is not only are they from the same class, not only were they the top two prospects in their class playing the same position, they were from the same state, which is incredible for a state to be able to boast two prospects that were this highly regarded. Justin Fields was the number 2 overall player in the class, one of the top-rated recruits all time, despite being the number 2 player in the class. He went to Georgia originally, and then after his freshman year, you have to remember Jacob Eason was there. They obviously had Jake Fromm, and then he was there. Eason left, went to Washington. Fields left and went to Ohio State. And you could argue that Georgia was stuck with the worst one of the three, which ended up being pretty fascinating. So Justin Fields, fantastic season last year for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And these two actually got a chance to square off against each other. And, of course, I had Lawrence's numbers up. Let me pull up.
You're fine. Well, one other point too, out of high school with Fields, he's a pretty good baseball player, and he had the opportunity to potentially get drafted and go play baseball. I think shortstop, if I remember right. But that just speaks to his athleticism, which we know about. But seeing that it's good in other areas, I think only adds to his resume.
Absolutely. As a passer, as a true sophomore, he threw for 3,200 yards and 41 touchdowns while only throwing 3 interceptions. So pretty great percentage there. But the nice part about Fields is he is not just a passer. He's also very efficient with his legs. Ended up with nearly 500 yards on the ground and another 10 touchdowns. So a dual threat guy, good, strong arm. It'll be really, really exciting to break down some of his tape.
Well, one thing that I put out on Twitter that I was just, what if, one of those things. What if Fields and Joe Burrow did not transfer? Joe Burrow starting at Ohio State after Dwayne Haskins goes to the pros, and Justin Fields stays at Florida. Now, and someone's like, well, Fields would have been the backup to Fromm. I don't know. And I like Jake Fromm. I think I'm a supporter. I think I had him one of the higher rated in terms of last year's quarterback class. Who would you guys have started this year if you're Georgia?
Probably Fields. It's so hard to do, though.
Right.
It's hard to take a guy that's been, a starter since he was a freshman and say like, hey, move over. Yeah, I know you've won us some big games, and but you've lost your starting job your last year. Like that would be rough. So,
but you look at Bama with Hurts
Yeah.
and with Tua. I mean, in the end, I think Fields will give them a better chance to win. Now,
Yep, I agree.
But the loyalty, you don't really know. I just thought it was an interesting dynamic. If you thought of Fields with Swift and with Pickens, like you're like, oh man, that could have been really dangerous, So just some food for thought. But you ready to get into the film here? Anything you have, JWAC?
No, yeah, I'm ready to get into it. Someone mentioned that if they asked, have you guys watched Netflix QB1 season with Justin Fields? And I watched that season. I watched all the seasons on QB1 on Netflix. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's a cool little background thing on all these young quarterbacks coming in to college. And it was cool to see Fields. You know, he was like a freaking already a superstar just in town walking around. Like it was pretty cool to see. Very, very humble kid too, it seems, you know, very soft spoken, good leader. Seems like he comes from a good family and everything like that too. Have you guys watched that?
I actually haven't. It's
check
one of
that
those.
out.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm always like, I need to make sure I check that out. And then I get distracted with other stuff, and then a couple months later, I'll be like, hey, have you ever seen QB1? I'm like, shoot, I keep meaning to watch it, and I just still haven't gotten to it.
I watched the Spencer Rattler season.
Did you? Yeah, I think that was the most recent one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have to go back and watch some other ones. But it's fun for me. I watched a YouTube season of the guy that doesn't punt, the coach, and like it has kind of something similar, these great programs. But it's filling the void because right now would be in the middle of my high school season, me coaching. I don't have it, so I kind of need something like that.
That's why we got our NCAA 14 dynasty going.
Dude, crushing it.
Someone asked us, Josh asked us about a trade question. We'll get to all those at the end of the show. Once we're done breaking down film, we can answer any off-topic questions for you guys, and maybe we'll even dive in a little bit on the Dynasty GM tool.
So just remind us if we forget to get back to that specific question.
Yep. So let's get into it. Nick, I think you are first up on both these guys, just FYI. Okay. Did include the time and everything this week for you.
So we're going to show the situations because that matters so much more as a quarterback. In terms of an offensive philosophy, what I would always say is that first down you want to get 4 yards. Here it shows 2nd and 6. You always want to get half of the yardage on second down, and then you want to convert on third down. That's just like a manageable way to look at things. So
staying ahead of the chains.
Yeah, so if there's short passes, that's maybe the purpose. Just kind of add that in.
2nd and 6 here. 11:21 on the first.
So one thing right here you want to look at, right? So he's identifying the mic. They're just talking, right? You like a quarterback that's taking command. That's one thing I wanted to note here. But they're spread out. There's hardly anybody in the box. And this guy's just a playmaker. You can just play it through. I'll go back and just kind of add what I wanted.
Both these guys, just such good prospects. So many tools to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ohio State's system is such a good fit for Justin Fields as well.
Mm-hmm. So the one thing here, like I'm saying, the signaling, right? So he's identifying the mic right there. He's giving a hand signal, another hand signal. So are those dummy signals? If so, I love that stuff because that right there is telling the safety, other people hey, it might be going to the left. What I love here about the run is he's patient and he hops right, and you can see the D lineman there, because they got a little twist on here, I think. He fades that way because Fields starts right and then just opens up the hole. That's patience as a runner. I mean, that's good running back traits, much less as a quarterback. And then he slides, which is smart. So everything about this play, I love.
Definitely. I'm always a fan of getting what you can and getting on the ground. Unless you absolutely need to get a first down or a touchdown or something. Get down, save your body. You're the money maker.
Mm-hmm. Like he could have maybe tried to make him miss and get more, but that's all you need, No,
he got the first down, needed 6 yards. Yep. We got 3rd and 5 here. 10:44 left, still tied 0-0. Ball's at midfield.
You can just play him through if you want.
Got quads here down at the bottom.
Olave here has to play defender, in my opinion. An underrated receiver in this class, by the way. I like Olave.
For sure.
Yeah.
So taking this back, so when you think of that situation, right, 3rd and 5, he's pumping to Dobbins here. He completely misses the guy that's open. And it's tight end. I think that's Rucker. I don't know if that's Rucker, if it's I'm trying to think of the other one, who it is. But right here in the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's Rucker.
Is it? Yes. I mean, you can see, so he avoids, and you can see both safeties are concerned about the receivers, and then the underneath defender 36 there is worried about that post. So you have the tight end wide open on the bottom of the field here, and then you think of the situation. He's gonna end up right by that first down marker.
Yeah.
So taking the shot here was just super unnecessary. You want to take that shot on first and second down, go ahead. But on third down, it's probably not good. And he missed the guy that's doing the dig here on the top of the screen. So he's dig coming across right after the first down marker. That's a first down. So to me, I just didn't like the decision making here to take a shot to try and get a touchdown versus let's move the chains and then take a shot on another down.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think tight end was definitely the read here. That's why, Olave's the runoff.
Mm-hmm.
The play's designed to hit that hole. A little underthrown, too. Garrett has a nice cut up on here. Freaking bomb. It's right on the money.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, that's for sure. But yeah, it's for as incredible as being 41 touchdowns, 3 picks in the Big Ten. I think it is a little bit deceiving. I'm not sure he's that crazy efficient and accurate.
So right here, the one thing I will note here is the footwork. So he resets, climbs the pocket a little bit, and then lets it go. His footwork here is fantastic. If you just watch the feet, because he had to avoid his tackle a little bit there. So this is really good. And with quarterbacking, I don't have a fetish, but I'm telling you, I love feet. Feet are huge because feet are everything with quarterback, and it helps with how your arm strength is. People made fun of Dak Prescott and rotating his hips. That's a thing. You need that. J-Wack can attest to this as your coaches and everything. Then you have to get that torque going in the lower body.
I was on the ladder every day in the summers, man.
Mm-hmm.
So 2nd and 10 here. 10 minutes to go. Still tied up. You got empty.
That's a light box.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll let it play through. Forget we got people watching. It's not just me. I'm like,
I would probably be doing the same thing, J-Wack.
ooh. So people on Twitter keep talking about your Cam comparisons with him, Nick. Is that true?
Yeah, I threw that out there as a comp.
Okay. I didn't see that. Was that recent?
Yeah. He just
last
2 days ago.
Before, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So one thing that I like here is, so one, it's 2nd and 10, and it's a light box, so you can pre-snap that. There's only 5 guys here. Wait, actually, there's 4. You know what I mean? There's one guy that's QB spina, but that's still a light box. But what I like here is the left tackle gets a little beat here, and he grabs him there. That doesn't affect him because he still has his eyes down the field. Then he makes that guy miss, which is a fantastic move. That's a one-on-one. That defender's underbalanced and he made a miss. But to me, he's really calm and collected here. He's not panicking. Even that cut, he has confidence he's going to make him miss.
For sure, man. I'm telling Fields, if I'm his coach, I'm telling him, use your feet anytime you can, man. You're one of the best athletes, if not the best athlete on the field. See the parting of the Red Sea, coaches used to call it. Take it, go, get the first down.
Yeah, he could dump it to Dobbins if he wanted to, but I mean, it's a horse apiece either way. But
yeah,
that's you want to talk about fantasy right there? That's where you're going to get free points right there. That's 1.5 points free.
Yep.
Love those rushing yards, man. Both these guys tonight are going to be able to do that for you.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is deceivingly athletic.
He's so much bigger.
You say that because he's white. Admit it.
No, it's because he's lanky. He's like a gazelle out there.
Yeah, I mean he's what?
He is a gazelle.
4 inches taller, 3 or 4 inches taller than Fields, and probably another 20 pounds. He's a big boy.
I think one of my notes is on here. I have the run against Ohio State in the playoffs. I was
that was
something about like being a gazelle. So it's funny you said that.
Yeah, no, he's just so lanky. Like you wouldn't expect that out of him.
Yeah, quick shout out here, Sam checking in. Hey Sam,
What's up,
Jeff,
guys?
you missed the first 20 minutes. Jeff, we were late. We're only 14 minutes in, so you're only 6 minutes off. All right, so we got 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Ball's at midfield. I love these under center plays too. I like to see that he can.
Now, real quick, did you when he's under center? Yeah, you can play it through. That's fine. Did you have your feet staggered, J-Wack,
I did.
when you were?
Yes, I had my left foot back.
Yep, always.
So I was
it gives you a half. What, a half a yard, maybe a couple feet extra, so the guards don't trip on you. You don't get stepped on.
Yeah, any extra takes a little false step there, but it's all right.
Still gives them more.
Yeah.
So one thing that you're going to see with my clips is I have plays similar to this 4 different times, and I've preached this so many times on Twitter. I don't care if you make a great play once. I need to see repeatable traits. And here he takes a long throw to the sideline, a guy in his face, a dime, accurate, drives the football. That's good arm strength. He's throwing that before the break, and this is repeatable. And so you want to see that, if David Tyree made that catch, 5 times out of 10 even, he'd be a different story instead of making one play one time. And you're going to see Fields do this often. And so after this film session, I think we all can walk away saying, hey, this guy can do this. He's done it 4 times at least.
I'm going to say I have a play very similar to this. I had to take a second look real quick because I was like, wait, I'm not up, am I? I have a play very similar to this that I added.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 25 yards down across the field. That's to the field. And the hash marks, hash marks in college are a little further out than they are in the NFL.
Yep. And he got hit. You know what I mean? He's like, 3rd and 2, I got it. And that's a long throw on 3rd and 2, and he completed it. So 2nd and 20 here just got worse. And I'm gonna explain why. So these are the things. Yeah, go back to the start there. So right here, right? So you look at the box, they're loaded up, right? Mm-hmm. Probably we're looking at a cover 4. You have all your DBs there in a shell, all looking at the quarterback. Safeties are kind of up, and then you can play it through, and then they rotate, do different coverage here. And I think Fields was confused because they rotate out, and now he's like, what are the end? I have the ball. And he looks immediately here to the slot. It's a tight end. Not there. Comes back to the other one. Not there. What do I do? And gets sacked. And that processing of information is so important as a quarterback. But right here, it's his first year starting. Hey, they got me. Sometimes that just happens as a quarterback, but I just wanted to point it out as a negative.
Yeah. So you probably should have went to the field here, just to the quick hitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him with the corner playing off like that. Just take what the defense is giving you. But yeah, I mean, that's something with Fields. I noticed that. I wish he would speed up a little bit. Just a couple times, just a little bit, and I feel like he would be a little more on time with everything. But he's also so young. These guys are so young still,
Yeah.
And we're looking at tools and traits, like Nick said, and you're talking about a toolbox. Both these guys, they have it all. Yes, I saw someone ask, is this QB1 and QB2 so far in this class? For me, it is. I think for Nick, it is. I think for Garrett, so far, it is too. So I can, as a consensus whole, we can say yes.
Yeah, not even close, in my opinion. These two are the top 2. They're fantastic prospects.
Yeah, and just think about the stages they've been on so far and competition they've played. You definitely have to factor that in.
For sure, yeah. I have not done enough on Trey Lance to give a truly educated stance on. Yeah, I definitely take Justin Fields over him, blah blah blah. But based on what I've seen, that would definitely be where I would be at, and that's how it reflects in my rankings right now. But that could all change once I do my deep digging into it. I'm sure we'll be getting to him sooner rather than later on this show. But yeah, I haven't done enough yet to say definitively one way or another.
Yeah, and I don't think we're. I think that's a consensus as a whole industry. I don't think we're wowing anybody with that take.
No. Well, some people love Trey Lance. Some have him number 1, but you can play this. This is 2nd and 16. This is still another deep out, what I have here. He's on the other hash.
Great timing here.
Look how long that throw is. Throws it before he's out of the break. I mean, that is, he's spinning it.
Yeah.
That's a great ball.
Let's see. He's throwing it now. Look at that. And he's not even.
Yep. I was say he barely started his break.
Ball is out. And he puts it on the sideline.
And then the other thing, too, is like,
That's
how
awesome.
long that throw is, J-Wack. That's a 40-yard throw?
That's about 25 yards. What? 5, 10, 15, 20.
But
About
then
20
it's-
yards.
But the
Oh,
cross.
across the
Across-
field. Yeah.
30. I mean, that's a long throw to throw it on a rope.
For sure, man. That's beautiful. I love seeing that. Like I said, that throw is not going to be as long.
At the next level, yeah.
Someone said, you see Kalen Ballage got cut.
I did see that.
I told everybody to trade him last year when all the
Never
camp hype was
can.
happening. I was like, dude, get something. Get a second. People are all over him right now.
Anything.
Yeah.
Underwear Olympics, man. You're big, you're fast. Let's get him. Who does that remind me of? Some guy from Memphis. Weird.
Don't speak down poorly of anybody. They've been like getting
36.
hurt or like getting arrested. Anybody Nick doesn't like has just been going down for non-football
true.
related injuries. He's got the
You got some like voodoo stuff going on over here. You got them dolls that you sticking needles in.
He texted
Nick,
me.
got to do something in quarantine. You know
He
what I mean?
texted me about David Montgomery earlier. He's like, dude, I better not talk about anybody else like this week. I was like, yeah, man.
If something happens to Cam Akers, we'll know for sure.
That's what he
We'll
said.
know for sure.
I was like, watch out.
Cam Akers might be going
careful.
down.
Oh no.
And you know what? I hate injuries. They're just the
For sure.
worst. I hate them.
And as an analyst, like that's not how you want to like
No.
ever see anybody like not pan out. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
because you're not right if they get hurt. That doesn't mean you were correct in your analysis.
right.
So yeah.
Unless you're
Sometimes it's
cautioning.
not even correct. Never mind. All right, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. Yeah, we got a lot of film, boys.
I know.
Did you guys do a bunch of extra plays? Because I did my allotment.
I know you did your normal.
Oh, I did 10, I think, each.
So
Oh
with,
jeez.
with Fields, I kept mine shorter. I ended up just doing one game because I was like, we can't be running 3 hours tonight.
Right. So this is a positive and negative. I mean, I just loved watch him in the pocket here.
Great
That
move
guard
in the
got
pocket,
beat,
man.
got around that. He puts a little touch and he just put it a little far. But I love the pocket. And it's just like, if you could just drop this in a little better.
The pocket movement here is so freaking
Oh,
good.
it's insane. Look
So
at that.
good.
And the thing with that is that's all reaction. So he's processing. Oh, that guard got beat. I got to move left. Oh wait, that guy's over there. I got to move right. And then I got to get my eyes downfield and deliver. Like
That was what I was going to say was for a mobile quarterback to still have your eyes downfield on a play like that too. A lot of guys with his athleticism, they're just tucking that. They're just tucking that and go. And not that there would have been anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that he's still able to get off the throw, and obviously it wasn't an ideal throw, but
Yeah.
just a
Now
little
just
too far.
Yeah, you got to make the throw here. Maybe hit that second guy across the
Now,
middle.
now the thing I'm going to say is when you're rolling directly parallel with the receiver, it's really hard to be accurate.
Yeah. Dude, Trevor Lawrence can throw on the run, man.
Dude, that guy's he's
Dead.
uber talented. All right, we got 1st and 10.
1st and 10 here. Buckeyes up 7-3, still the first quarter. Play action.
Does this play look similar? Play action, comeback,
Yep.
wide side. I mean, literally, it's the same play they ran before.
I love how they
Just-
roll him to the field to help him out a little bit,
Yep,
too.
just a little bit.
Set up
It's
behind
just
the guard or tackle.
dime.
Yeah.
So we don't have to. You guys get it. He's got an arm.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty accurate.
you get it.
great catch.
That's a good
Yeah.
catch.
Is that
Who was
Austin
that?
Mack?
I think that was Mac. That's what I was going to say.
Did he get signed anywhere for camp?
I wanted to say it was the Saints, but I could be wrong on that.
Man, I hate this year, man. These undrafted guys is just
It's tough.
yeah, they don't really have a shot. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are we 3rd and 7 here?
Mm-hmm.
There's one undrafted guy that I think has a shot.
Oh, I'm not
J.J.
gonna say his
Taylor.
name.
J.J. Taylor.
Nah, he'll get cut.
Dude, he was catching passes from Cam the other day.
Is he even 5 foot?
I think he's 3'6".
I'm kidding.
3'6", 4'6", something like that.
No, yeah, he's getting good reports though.
Yep.
They just have a lot of backs there.
They do, but James White's a free agent at the end of the year.
So this one, I just thought that he rushed this a little bit. You're avoiding the pressure. You're going to get away. This is 3rd down. I just feel like he rushed it, and that's what made him more inaccurate.
Well, the fadeaway too.
Yep.
Finish at your target. You don't.
Yep.
That's not. I think the fadeaway is unnecessary here. You can
Yep.
Kobe.
got a little lazy. Got a little. He's used to making throws like that. He's an athlete, you know.
Yep. Yep. He just
And it's
didn't get
Indiana. Like, It's Indiana. They're up 20. Yeah.
Hey, Watt Phillier is still on the board in our C2C draft.
Is he?
Watt. All right. Yeah, but I think this one, we've beat this one to death, right?
Yep. No, I'm good.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving tonight because we got so many damn cut ups here. 1st and 10. What's up? Hey, anybody got any questions? How's everybody doing? I feel like it's pretty quiet. I'm finally waking up here. Now we're about 25 minutes in.
There you go.
I'm catching my groove.
J-Wax here.
Hey, welcome here, J-Wack.
Hey, I got my Buckeye shit on. Let's go. 30-10, third quarter. Just coming out of half. First and 10.
Play of the half. They made some adjustments. They might take a shot play. Who knows? Identifying the mic.
That looks familiar.
Look at that ball. Look how long this throw is.
Nick, I know probably 90% of our audience will know, but Mike is the middle linebacker. Sam is the strong side. Will's the weak side backer. It's just, different phrasing, but you'll hear it in basically every camp. They'll identify it that way. But for some reason, if you're like, who's Mike? Like Mike who? Right. So just in case someone didn't know.
Gosh.
Well, not always. So the reason they have to identify it is that's where they're identifying their protection. And so sometimes it's the back is scanning from Mike, maybe to Sam or to Will, or it's they're sliding or they're big on big. Like there's so many different protections, but identifying that like, hey, this guy's going to be the Mike because I see the coverage, and they identify it. So that's why they always do it. So
Mike Jones.
Love that
Hey,
song.
0, 0,
Shevin
5.
said that. Dude, yeah, man. This is just a hell of a throw. I love the feet, too. It's just great rhythm.
Timing.
Boom,
This
boom.
is an out route. This is all timing. He threw that. I mean, look at that. Catches it right before the sideline. I'm like, you can't defend that.
Yeah.
So we know he's got that down for sure.
Oh.
Here we go. Ohio State versus Michigan. If you don't watch a lot of college football, let me break this down for you real quick. People talk about different games that mean a lot to them. You might have, Alabama and Auburn. You might have the Red River rivalry. You might have all these different things. There is no bigger rivalry in college sports. No, in all of sports than Ohio State football versus Michigan football. No bigger rivalry.
I sat
continue.
right under that scoreboard the last time Michigan beat Ohio State when Fickle was interim coach against is it
That was the only
Denard
time they
Robinson?
beat-
Is that his name? Denard? Was
Yeah.
it Denard?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shoelace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only time they've won like the past 15 years.
I know, man.
Hey, let me just say this, okay? I'm a Harbaugh fan. I met the guy. He's a good guy in person. Okay. He's turned it around a little bit. That's all I'm going to say.
Not against Ohio State yet.
But not
but how
up
many
to
people have beaten Ohio
expectations,
State?
though, man. They're supposed to be in the playoffs and
No,
compete.
but he's significantly improved the overall program.
You can't
Did
do
you hear-
that when you have
did
to
you hear
play
him
Ohio
whining
State
about-
every year.
Did you hear him whining
Oh, I
about
know. Him
Ryan
and Ryan
Day?
Day. I know.
It made me so laugh. He's like, hey, just worry about your team, Jim. Just worry about your team.
I will say, like, all the people up there when we went to the game were like so friendly and like it wasn't.
Were they?
Yeah, it was a cool atmosphere. It was fun to go to. Everybody was pretty respectful and cool. So
Have you been to Notre Dame, J-Wack?
yeah, we went to my sister-in-law. She cheerleaded there, so I've been there for I think I went for the USC game.
So it's the same stadium. Notre Dame's is just smaller. Have you noticed that? The architects?
Yeah, right.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They sit in. It's just it's cool.
Yep.
Goes like down into the hole, in the ground. All right, so 3rd and 1 here, Garrett.
Yep, 3rd and 1. We'll let this play run through real quick first.
From the 40.
Oh, wow.
Look at him step up in the pocket here. Now, first of all, this is great protection.
Yep.
But step up in the pocket and delivers a dime on the run right in stride. Easily what I think I counted it earlier. I think it was a 55-yard throw from where he threw the football. Unreal.
Great ball.
Absolute dime.
On the money. I love the way his eyes He's looking, he's looking on the opposite side of the field, kind of looking off. I don't think he knew he was going there pre-snap.
No.
Kind of found him late because he had that extra protection.
Well, what I remember here is the safety bit on the slot, and then the corner was left hanging because it was a zone. If I remember right. I can go back or not if you care.
We're here.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is it.
Okay. So, yeah, safety bails and was kind of the flat defender. And then 14 waited.
Yeah, he just gets caught, man.
He
Yeah,
said,
he
hepatitis,
just, I don't know
see
what
you
he's waiting
later.
for. What's he doing? He's trying to play.
I don't know if you're watching Hard Knocks, Jalen Ramsey. He's like, you looking at the quarterback, you're going to watch him complete passes on you.
Jalen Ramsey got beat by my boy Van Jefferson in practice.
Oh, wow, one practice rep and we're going to crown somebody. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
there was two reps.
Oh, man.
That's Olave.
This is just so good. I got to watch it again.
Dude, Olave owns Michigan.
He does.
I like Olave. He's pretty slippery. Good route runner. Good separator.
Yeah. Not an elite athlete, not elite size or anything like that, but he's going to be a very solid player, I think, at the next level.
Probably day 2 pick.
Probably.
I see him more as a slot player.
Probably
He's
late day 2.
He's not as good of an athlete, but he gives you a little McLaurin feel,
I could see that. I could see that.
Similar size.
I think Garrett Wilson's the one that could be an absolute stud, though.
Oh, yeah.
Kid's incredible.
All right,
those
we got to
kids.
roll. We got so many plays.
My bad. We're still on field.
Jared's like, we're going to move real quick. Let me watch this throw 8 more times.
Yeah, it's 31
Sorry.
minutes in.
All right, so this gave me a little bit of some Pat Mahomes vibes here. Guy right in his face, changes the arm angle and is able to deliver the ball right before he gets hit. Really nice play, able to complete it. I know it's not what we usually look at as far as the technically proficient plays, but there's some things that you just can't teach, and this is one of those things.
Great play call. I love the play call on this, too.
Both 2 linemen take 1 guy and leave 2 guys free. Like the right guard and right tackle. Come on, guys. Figure it out.
Be better than that.
Look at them.
You see him look at each other.
I know. I'm like,
I love watching linemen on the all-22 react and stuff. They're so funny. We'll keep it moving. 3rd and 10 here.
Okay.
Let's see. Second quarter. 4 minutes to go in the half. Ohio State wants to put another one on the board.
All right, so this is one of the things that still very, very good athlete, very good in the pocket. But this is one of the things I saw a lot early in the season with Justin Fields. I didn't see it as much late, but it seems like at times when the first guy's not open, he really doesn't really know what to do. He got a lot better with it as the year went on, but a lot of times I don't see him going through his progressions as much. So it was a good play to get what he could because the pocket was collapsing. He had good awareness there. But that is one thing that I was kind of watching his eyes on some of the plays. And for, the Penn State game, the Michigan game, the Clemson game, a lot of the games later in the season, he was much better than he was earlier in the season. So I'm hoping to see that he can progress with that. But that is something that I am wondering about the next level is how quickly can he get through all of his progressions? Or is it because Ohio State traditionally has some very good wide receivers that often his first option or second option are open?
Yeah. See, I don't mind this play here. He's looking right, hitches again, comes out looking left, and nobody's really open from the other angle.
he got through 3 reads, I think. Is that right? I mean, right.
I saw 2. Maybe he got through a
crosser.
third one real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to count it.
hitch.
Looks at crosser and then tight end and then no and go.
Yeah, gets up, gets what he can.
Maybe 2. I mean, the guy in the receiver on the left beat him, but you can't make 5 reads. And we're sitting here saying, that's the thing. You can't look at all 22 and be like, well, this guy's open. Well, what's the read?
Yeah,
you can't look at
always,
5 guys
absolutely
and get a pass rush. So,
Yeah, he almost broke that.
He did. He's
for
such a good
first down,
athlete.
But
Such a good athlete. And then, again, Cincinnati here, who was actually a very good football team this season. They got Ohio State early in the year.
oh,
I mean, just the raw instincts and athleticism.
That's not
he
fair.
should have been dead to rights.
that's not fair. Look at him. Look at the defender hit the ground after this. Go back to the other. It's just the other angle.
Oh, you mean the 27?
Yeah,
Or...
you're right. Watch him miss and then hit the ground. Damn it.
But yeah, just quick twitch player, good vision, good instincts.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna do great with that kind of stuff at the next level.
Yeah, and he's going to get you those extra fantasy points.
Yep, absolutely.
2nd and 8. Whoop. Just manipulating the pocket.
And then deliver it. Now, should have been a catch, but yep, absolutely. Manipulating the pocket, but still eyes always downfield. He
Yeah.
never took his eyes off of his guys downfield. And then he delivered an absolute strike. Now, Hill should have caught this. He got popped pretty good, but he should have caught this. But the ability to be able to throw it that far on a dime after having to manipulate the pocket for a good 2-3 seconds there, really good awareness by Justin Fields.
And something small here that I really like is the mechanics in the pocket with the ball security. He always has 2 hands on the ball. See how he moves it around with 2 hands still on it. So that helps that you're always ready to throw. And it helps if you get hit, you have better ball security. You know, with one hand, a lot of guys will run around with one hand on the ball. Like, yeah, it looks cool, but that's not really what you're supposed to do. It's a lot easier to fumble the ball that way.
Well, and even right there, he could have threw that on the run, but he reset then threw.
And he's got a pretty quick release too.
Watch here, boom, set, boom, with a guy
On the
in
money.
face. Like, that's why the more I watched him, the more I'm like, he's way better than people are talking about. I'm like, wait, and he's only started 1 year. Think of T. Law. We're going to see him. He started 2 years.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I'm super disappointed that we won't get another year. Looks like as of right now of Justin Fields to see what he's going to be able to do. Because
Yeah, that's something we haven't talked about yet tonight is just the whole dynamic of college football this year.
yep, changes everything, man.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens, you know, if Fields actually ends up playing, if they have a spring season. I was really holding out hope the Big Ten was going to be like, damn.
Just kidding.
You called our bluff. We didn't really cancel the season. So, yeah, go ahead and play. But no, they stuck to their guns.
Well, I don't know, man. I heard Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley said he's only got one healthy player at a position where you need multiple starters.
Well, that's not good.
So I don't know how it's going. That's a rumor I had heard. So,
And the NFL is doing really well
Yeah.
with everything.
they got a little more money though too.
Yeah. For sure.
And it's a little easier to control guys that are getting paid too than you know, a bunch of guys right out of high school and
100%,
getting freedom
man.
for the first time.
Aren't
I
married.
think these
settled
kids
down.
aren't out there
Yep.
fornicating and having fun.
Yeah.
Can you say that on air, J-Wack?
I don't give a
Fornicating.
shit.
All right, last play for me.
I'll say whatever the hell I want. First and 10.
10.
All right, Rich Dotson.
Backed up.
Fuck you. All right.
Oh.
I say that like Rich, like that's like a diss.
Look at the spot on this. Now, I actually like it in this view a little bit better. A great us or nobody ball. The defensive back had no chance to really make a real play on this, and he gave his receiver a chance to get up and go get it right along the sideline. Worst case scenario there, that's an incomplete pass. Best case is what we got here, a big play for a first down.
Well, as J-Wack pointed out earlier, if you watch his eyes are left initially. Watch where the safety goes. So that means the safety is not going to be there.
Yep.
Looks, safety moves, shuffles. And by the way, if you're like, man, why do safeties believe that stuff? Because most of the time
Most
guys stare down
quarterbacks,
where
yeah.
they go. I coach my DBs. I'm like, if a quarterback looks right, you are sprinting right. He's not coming back left. If he is, he's
good.
D1, and we don't got D1 guys.
Yeah. Now that's a Sunday throw.
Yep.
Just letting your guy go up and make plays. So we got 30 seconds left in the quarter. 3rd and 10, still 0-0. Oh, this is
you, I think, J-Wack.
yeah, okay. On to Wisconsin here.
Backed up.
Yeah, backed up a little bit here. He's going to make a play with his feet again. Boom. Dude, right on the money. The guy falls off of him. He's so strong. He's so big and strong and just he's
How
very.
much does he weigh?
I think 225, 6'3", 225. I think I have. But I mean, look where this ball ends up. Like, you tell your guys to hit him in the numbers, and he's falling away, about to get hit. He's falling away. Puts it right on him, right on the numbers. First down. Move the sticks. I love it.
I just watched that play. I can't figure out what the corner's doing.
Oh, I know. I know.
Like, watch 21 here in the bottom. So, okay, good.
He's
I
watching
get
Fields.
It's cover 2 zone. But now here,
Yeah,
where
just
are you
covering
going,
nobody.
bro?
I saw that too, and I was like, what is he doing?
Because people that don't know, so when you start in a zone, right, you have an area. I get that. But then after a little bit, it's man coverage. You find a guy, and that's your guy.
Well, and he has a guy in his zone. Like Dobbins is in his zone. That's
Right.
who he should be on. You know, that's the thing I think people forget is, you know, if it's zone coverage, yeah, you have an area. But once a player enters that zone, that is your man anytime he's in that zone. That should have been his guy.
Yeah, 100%. So, manipulating the pocket, accuracy,
Great play.
athleticism, strength, shake off the defender. That's Sunday play right there. Eyes are downfield still. 2 hands on the football. I love it. For how good he is and all the accolades that he's received, like, he's very fundamental.
More than I expected. I mean, I said Cam, but I think he's a better passer than Cam was
Yeah,
coming out.
I agree. 1st and 10, still 0-0.
That might be shooting him a little short, honestly, with the comp.
Yeah. Man-to-man here, you can tell by corner's eyes. They're square with they're looking at their receivers. Safety over top. Cover 1. So here, he fades away from his target. So this is a play earlier I mentioned. I thought he could be a little quicker. Like, I just want him to get the ball out now, throw it. Maybe not right there, but just be a little quicker with this, because I think if he's a little quicker, he doesn't need to
He's
fall
got no
away.
chance.
Yeah, he kind of finished at the target. Yeah, he's gonna take a hit, but right now the ball should be getting released.
The tough part for me, J-Wack, is when you don't get depth and you roll and you just roll, it's harder to get rid of the ball. It's like, it's a momentum thing. Do you know what I mean? I know you know that as a quarterback. To me, if you would have got more depth there initially, I think it would have been easier to get rid of it earlier.
Probably. And it's something little, nitpicky, but there's been a couple plays now that we've seen where he's kind of fading away and throwing the ball, but nothing I would be too worried about. Can't show all positive plays, right?
Yeah, we've already been probably too positive. So
Dude,
far.
so this play's so confusing to me. I'm like, what is happening? Watch Olave, the bottom of the screen, come wide open. Like, this is 6 points. But I don't know what the design is here. I mean, obviously it's
Yeah, he never even looked at him, did he?
I think it's an RPO.
I like it.
What do you think, RPO or that's play action?
Well, I think it is. It is, because Dobbins comes out like he's going to block.
Right, and Fields is like, I think he's fake and run. I think this is fake.
He's trying to sell it more.
Yeah, so but pull up. Like, I mean, I feel like if you're faking it, your eyes are downfield to where you're eventually going to throw it. My note on this is, what is happening? Because, like, Olave is wide open for 6. Pull up and throw the ball. I don't know. Ends up getting crushed.
And that's the thing. I mean, you know, as a quarterback, J-Back, at some point you could just, if the blitz is there, you don't continue with the fake to fake it. You just get out of there.
Yeah,
you know
pull
what I mean?
up.
Here, pull up early.
Yeah, and throw it in the zone.
Right now he's got 2 guys on him.
Yeah. So I was like, I remember watching this game live. I remember that play. I was like, what?
Was this the bowl game or the Big Ten championship, or was this the first time we played him?
That's a good question.
First one, right? Because it's at Ohio State. Big Ten championship.
Oh yeah,
at Indy,
yep, it's in
right?
Indianapolis. For good call.
Neutral site.
Damn it, Nick. Why are you always so smart? 1st and 10.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Ball's on the 44. I love this man-to-man. I think it was man-to-man. Olave's getting held. Great decision to run. One of the best man beaters, actually, is quarterback running the ball.
That was so effortless.
Yeah.
And he's patient. He didn't rush it.
But, yeah, see, he's coming. He knows it's man-to-man. He wants Olave one-on-one. He's a good separator. He looks left, obviously, to get the safety off, and then tries to come back right, but he's getting held. I love it. They try to spy him, but that ain't happening with that whoever the 57 is. Like, he ain't spying Fields. Look at him trying to run with him.
He's going to run a good 40.
Yeah. So, great decision to run, pick up yards, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Don't have to use a timeout. I love it.
What do you think his 40 is going to be?
Fields?
I would say high 4.6s.
Dude, so I watched
Maybe low 4.5s.
last year. I watched a video of him talking about running his 40 at Ohio State when he transferred in. He said he ran a 4.39. He said it.
About that.
I mean, Dobbins ran what in the 4.2s apparently. If you just look at a board, whatever it was.
Right.
Fair. It's fair.
I mean,
And he got caught from behind.
and we don't know for sure because
Ohio
he never
State's-
actually ran his 40.
And Ohio State's numbers have always been a little like 0.1 off. Yeah. So
Yeah. I would have him 4.55 to 4.6. That's where I'd have him.
Okay. So yeah, we're about same
me
range.
too.
Because like right here, he doesn't hit the gas. He didn't go
No,
hard.
he's
He
jogging.
just kind of coasted.
Yeah. 3rd and 13. Ball in the 27. Nick, you'll like this play design.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you will.
Second
take it.
quarter. Oh, sluggo.
Not even
That's-
though. Like, I mean, I guess you could call this logo. It's just, I love the design here of the tight end.
Clearing out the safety.
Yeah, I mean it's man. It's just, I don't know. It's a great play call.
Yeah. Well, I'm just calling it Olave sluggo, right? I mean, it's like a.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is. But it's
But
not
that
like
the runoffs are
he wasn't
beautiful.
even selling a slant. It was basically just they
Yeah,
knew what
pressing
they
it
were
up.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but great ball here.
And he came flat, so you can't even get touched. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you can't slow me down.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually like slants that way. Call them more like a lookie. You know what I mean? Where you come in so flat, that's so hard for the corner to get there.
Right.
Wow.
But even if this is zone, like the design here, the tight end is going to take that safety, run right at him, and take him out of
And
the
you got to
play.
choose then.
Yeah, and you got Olave right at the seam.
I mean, you can see the guy at the top of the screen, Victor. I think he's just clearing out and holding.
Yeah, but
All
great
designed for
great
Olave.
read,
It's a shot play.
understanding what you're getting and putting it right on the money for 6 right before the half.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. So an hour in, we've gotten through Fields.
Oh man, I needed a snack.
Well, you know what? He's good. Okay, let's get to T-Law.
All right. Done.
So actually, I have some input. I just wanted to let you guys know. I thought this was kind of insane. Okay. So
You talking about T-Law or Fields?
T-Law, do we need to keep going on
Okay.
Fields?
No, we're getting into him now.
So
Hold
Trevor
up,
Lawrence.
Hold up. Now you may begin. I had to change the graphic for the YouTube.
Oh, all right.
Cut later.
So Trevor Lawrence started. What was it, like 3 or 4 games into his sophomore year? His record in high school is 52-2. They were undefeated state championship sophomore year, undefeated state championship junior year, and then they had a 41-game win streak going on. So I don't know if they lost. They probably lost the end of his freshman year, and then they lost maybe the state championship game senior year. Okay, 52-2. Then look at what he did at Clemson. Undefeated national championship freshman year, undefeated, lost in the national championship game sophomore year. He's lost 3 games. 3 games since he starting
Since
partway
out of
through
8th
freshman
grade.
year.
Dude, this guy was getting recruited. Yeah, 8th grade. or
That's
7th grade
insane.
or
I
something.
mean, in his numbers, he threw, what is this? He threw 26 touchdowns.
He
and
broke-
300 yards as a freshman
yeah.
in high school. 3,000. This is just insane. He's so uber talented. You know, he was hyped up, but honestly, when you watch him, he deserves all of the hype.
Yep.
Dude, he threw for 13,902 yards and 161 touchdowns in high school.
Unreal.
That's crazy. He broke all Deshaun Watson's state records. Just
And he's
thinking about
engaged
those
now.
numbers, 13,000 yards.
In high school.
What?
Unreal.
Hold on. I'm doing some math. 13,900.
And he got engaged. I'm just going to point that out. You know, so I mean, you want to think in terms of maybe a guy that has his head on his shoulders. You know what I mean? He's like, he wants to settle it down. That's not going to be a distraction. That stuff too.
He's engaged.
Yep. He just got engaged over the summer here.
Yep.
Sorry,
And
Nick.
every interview I've ever seen, he seems like a total stand-up guy. Got it. He has his priorities straight. Seems to be the ultimate leader. You know, able to be outspoken without being a distraction. It's really hard to find anything negative about this guy.
He's not smoking a cigar after a win. You know what I mean?
Might.
I don't think.
What's wrong with smoking a cigar after a win?
I'm just joking, man.
I was like, damn, dude.
Look at
6'6", 220 too.
Hey, Jared likes his cigars. All right, chill
I
out.
guess. Yeah, he's
A little black
he's
and mild every
huge.
now and then. Yeah.
And a little black and white.
It's been a while, but a little freak
All right, let's
it,
get into it.
freak a mile. All right.
51 minutes in. Come on, let's go. I said 3-hour pod, and Jim's like, "Oh no way, man." Or stream.
2nd and 5. My
Stream.
NCAA game's not getting. Nick, we're starting with you again, man. Same order.
Okay. So this is a negative to start off with. Okay, so RPO, right? And you're going to see down here at the bottom, this is Higgins. He's got a dig. Okay, comes in. And from the other angle, you can see he's like, I don't think so. He's like, I'm just going to try it anyway. Right here, he's like, and tries it. Now again, it gets tipped, but he looks right at the safety. Nah, I'll try it anyway. You know, and that's trust in his arm strength, etc. But to me, this is don't throw this because good thing it got tipped because that was going to get
I
picked.
feel like he kind of freaked out a little bit. He saw that blitz coming. He's like, shit.
Yep. So that was definitely negative.
Yeah, I noticed he did that a little bit in this game. Like, I don't know what he just had a jitters this early in the season or something.
Well, and you want to look
He
at
started
his
off
numbers?
slow this year.
He threw, what was it? He threw 8 picks in the first. I have to check the numbers. I'll check when
It was like
you
5
guys do
games or
them.
something like that.
Yeah, it was a really slow start, but then a great ending.
Yep.
This play's unreal.
On the run.
So
Great pickup by ATN.
here he gets flushed because of the pressure, right? So one, this is that athleticism. You know, it's like, okay, he's not that. Look at him go, because I mean, this guy, they did a twist. He's like,
He's coming.
he's coming. So you look at where he throws his ball, and you're like, man, he just threw it up. He didn't, because there's leverage on the outside here, and he threw it high and outside, and that guy can't look. That's a free ball. Like, that guy's not going to pick that off.
Yeah, his
So,
head
to
just
me,
turned.
He bought time, made this play, safe ball, and completed. Gave his receiver a chance. That's an unbelievable play.
Luckily, he has a basketball player to throw it to down there.
Big T. Higgins fan, as you guys know.
Oh, yeah. I love him. Hopefully
I
he
hope
can
he
get
gets
healthy.
Yep.
Yeah. Was he a hamstring right now, right?
That's what I heard.
I hate
Same with-
those. I
Same
knew
with
this would
Mims,
be.
man.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of
this.
those this year.
Yeah,
3rd
we're already
and
starting to
5.
see a lot of injuries.
3rd and 5, 14, 0. Got 2 by 2. Damn. Man, I thought they should have caught this.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't?
Is this Ladson?
So to me, that part doesn't matter. Look at this timing of this blitz. He's got to move and get rid of it, and that's a safe ball. Like, that's the throw on this is insane. The arm,
From the hip.
the arm talent. Look at this. He just has to. And it's outside, nice and safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's so damn big, dude.
like that's an unbelievable ball.
Yeah.
Even if it's just incomplete, that's throwing that away. You gave your guy a shot on that. Like, it's.
Yeah. He knows he has man-to-man here.
Yep. And that's in terms of pre-snap. I mean, you look at the leverage, corners inside. He's like, I can throw it outside.
Ladson's too, right? I think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Josh. Appreciate you. Let's see. What's the situation here? 14-3. First and 10. Yeah. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Let's see. We got middle of the field closed. Safety. It's like man-to-man cover one.
A little rotating.
That boy
So this
T.
Yeah.
So see ya.
So to me, this was great recognition by both him and Higgins, because he's looking like, okay, this is where I'm going to go, and he waits because Higgins doesn't get over the top on this guy, And we talk about you're leaving and stacking. Higgins didn't get there. This corner had him. So the adjustment is then you settle down. That's what almost like a comeback. But here they go to a back shoulder. So both Lawrence and Higgins had to know that's what they were going to do. So watch here. You can see 23 is on him. He's not going to get beat deep. It's like, okay, back shoulder it. So he threw it, trusted where he was going to start looking on the back shoulder, and Higgins adjusted. I thought that was just rapport.
NFL stuff.
Yep, that's rapport. I mean, that's what Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson did for years.
Yeah.
So many back shoulder balls.
Dude, you can't defend a great back shoulder throw with two guys that are on the same page like that.
Nope.
It's so hard to defend.
Because you're guessing. You're like trying to time it. On the goal line, you can, because you're like, they're probably going to go front pylon, but...
Especially when the receiver's good at, not telling that the ball's coming.
He's got that kind of
hands
size and physicality.
Yeah.
It's a great play.
For sure. Moving on here. Got first and 10. Third quarter, 17-6. Man, again, they're running a lot of cover one here.
Yep.
He's getting double teamed into the end zone.
Yep. And then he goes down too, and he kind of throws the guy. He's kind of mad.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too. I almost threw my controller through my screen last night.
Oh, dude. So go back to the beginning of this. Okay, so look at matchups, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got the safeties coming up. He's got less area over there, right? Right there on the release, you just know that guy's not going to have it, probably, right? Doesn't get a good release. The corner's all on him. Why are you throwing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so
who is that? Is that T?
Is it Amari Rodgers?
I think it's T. Higgins.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be, but he doesn't get a good release. So he released really wide off the line of scrimmage, corners in his hip pocket. It's a little different than the back shoulder because that corner was bailing so much more. This guy's not.
No,
so I think
right
Lawrence needs to see that and come off of it, and he doesn't. He could go to Ross, run a post, throw the ball away. Now again, it's kind of lucky how this tips and gets picked, but
that's a little bit on T too. I mean, he's got to win.
Throw outside.
He got bodied.
Yeah, throw it outside. He missed inside a little bit for sure.
Yep.
See if he can make a tackle. Oh, he's getting double teamed. We got the quarterback here. Yeah. I must have cut it.
He gets run over there and they tries to throw the guy.
This is a bad one.
Yep.
He knows it. Slams the ground.
Yep. So right here, I mean, it's open if there's not an underneath defender, and a lot of times with picks is J-Wack, the underneath defenders, the guys you don't even look at.
Yeah, he didn't even see him.
Doesn't even look at it. Wide open, boom, just did it right to him.
And gets juked.
And I don't know if that's not pre-snap, seeing what guy was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buzzing there, but that's a misread. I mean, that guy's been there. He's there.
Huh. What would you call this, Nick? Is this? I mean, it looks manned, then they kind of pass it off at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a zone. It's just a matchup zone.
Yeah.
Cover I don't know. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of you got, 2 on the bottom down here, or cover 4 on the bottom, and you got single high on the top. It's
split
man
field
on top.
coverage.
Yep.
I love split field coverages, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of offenses are running split field offenses. Like if you got middle of the field open, you're going to left. You got middle of
Cover
field
2
closed.
beater here, cover 3 beater here. Yep.
And I guess what we mean in middle of the field open is you're looking at the safeties. So here we got middle of the field. This one's kind of tough.
I'd say closed because that guy's on that hash. It's
Usually the
tight
2
there.
safeties up top you would say open, but this one's a little different. Say that's middle field closed.
Yep.
And then the safeties are split, like cover 2, cover 4, middle of the field open. All right, moving on.
Yeah, just go to the next play.
So we got 2nd and 10, 2nd and 6. NC State now. What a ball.
So we talked about this with Fields. I mean,
Under duress, too.
well, okay, we talked about this earlier. Watch his feet. Watch his feet. He does play action here, right? RPO, sets, moves, sets, throws the guy in his face, dime, wide side of the field, arm strength. Like, this is insane pro throw. I don't know how many NFL quarterbacks are doing this throw.
Yeah, that was right over top of 21.
I don't know. That's a ball. He's spinning it.
So a lot of what I noticed with Lawrence, I feel like he, as opposed to Fields, didn't have a lot of plays where he was going through reads. He kind of, he knew where he was going with the ball, first read, and then that was pretty much it. And I think that's, more of a scheme thing as opposed to he can't do it type of thing.
Or it's pre-snap. He's better at pre-snapping too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can tell, through film study and pre-snap what they're probably going to do, then you don't have to make one read.
Right. 2nd and 4, and he's in the ACC, so.
Someone said that earlier. They're like easier.
I love this.
Dude, this is attitude. I don't think I included another clip I saw, but there's one later where he ran his own read like this, and he walks in. As he walks in, he turns to look at the guy that should have been there.
Yeah.
I love that in a quarterback. You want some of that attitude. You want some of that swagger.
Yeah.
28-0.
What happened? Okay. Yeah, earlier I said I love when the quarterback will get down. Not in these situations. Go get it.
If it's the end zone, that's a different story.
Yep.
For sure.
And right there, that's his size. He trusts his size. He doesn't take a ton of hits, but that's size. That's athleticism.
He's a big boy.
Actually, he took a lot of hits freshman year. I didn't see a ton this year, but he took a lot extra hits he shouldn't have. Like,
Damn.
Oh, should have caught that.
so we're here. Watch him stare at this safety. He's like, okay, where are you going to go? You're right there in the middle. You're in the middle. Okay, I got it. Reset his feet. Dime on the
Ross.
outside.
Oh, no, that was Higgins.
Should have caught the ball.
I mean, that's a long throw. That's opposite hash again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was already, 45 yards?
Good feet here. I like how he's looking at the safety. Reading through the goalposts. Some of my coaches used to always tell us, you're reading through the goalpost, reading through the safeties. What are they doing? They tell a story.
Did they teach you to read boundary safety first?
No, not really. I mean, it was just
Open, close.
open, close, reading through the goalposts, watching for rotations, stuff like that.
I always found boundary safety would give it away quicker than the field safety would.
Yeah.
They got more room, field does, but boundary, they'll declare a little earlier, I feel like. So this was one. Can you go back to the situation quick?
Yeah. 3rd and 10.
I mean, you're not going to get there. Just get down,
Yep, 100%. I didn't know if that's what you were going to say when you sent me this cut.
Yeah, so
and I'm thinking in my head,
3 yards in.
Get down. You're not beating these guys.
And you're up.
I'm going to say they're up, 28-0 at this point?
Yeah, save your body.
Yeah,
No point in
you're
taking
the
that hit.
franchise, man. Get down.
Yep.
All right. Different game.
On to me.
Woo, we're through Nick. I think you had I have a bunch of them on this one too, on Lawrence.
I had 20 clips.
I love it.
I love this stuff.
Second
I
and
kept
11.
my allotted 6 and 6.
Hey, these are 2 of the top quarterbacks. We had to do a good one here. Damn.
So this was the throw I was thinking of originally that I thought was from Fields, and it was actually from Lawrence.
Oh, that's a money shot.
But, I mean, look at that. Opposite hash, out,
And 'cause
right
it's
between the 2 defenders right on the sideline. Like,
cover 2.
to be able to squeeze that ball in, first of all, it takes some major confidence. But also, one of the things, if you could roll it to the end zone view real quick. Go ahead and run it through. Man, he put it literally right over top of the corner right before, and he got it out just quick enough that he wouldn't get cleaned up by the safety. It's just, I can't think of a more perfect throw.
Yeah, you talk about small window throws. This is one of those. You got to be able to hit these windows against cover 2. This is one of the weaknesses of playing cover 2 defenses.
Yep.
Hitting that soft spot up there.
Right there, and then between the safeties in the middle.
Yep.
That safety's pretty wide for cover 2, though.
He
what I mean?
He was moving out at pre-snap. He was working his way over there.
But again, there's no one in the middle really to threaten,
I was going to say, it's field side and two receivers over there.
Yeah. Great play call, too. Look, you got a guy working in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Well, actually, it kind of looks like Tampa, too, if that middle backer's running.
Yeah,
Maybe it's Tampa,
that
too.
is Tampa.
Watch 19, yep.
And Tampa 2, Nick, you want to explain it?
Yeah. So Tampa 2 is really a cover 3. So both safeties get really wide here, as we're seeing, right? The safety's sprinting over, and then the middle linebacker will basically take the middle third of the field. So Chicago was really known for this after Tampa Bay had it with Monty Kiffin, but Urlacher played that. Urlacher was a safety linebacker in college, so he would take that middle third, and it's hard to get there, as you can see that backer taking the seam. I actually really like Tampa 2. Tampa 2's easier to throw some checkdowns, kind of in the middle of the field there. That's the biggest weakness. So you have to really dink and dunk your way down the field and be patient, unless you have Trevor Lawrence who can just drop dimes.
Yep.
Dude, and how tight that spiral is.
Mm-hmm.
I used the whiteboard. I'm pretty proud of myself.
All right, yeah, go ahead and get the next one up. All right, so I'm not sure, and once again, you guys are more the quarterback experts than I am here, but I feel like he was really setting up his guy to fail here on this throw. You already had the safety over top, and trying to close it into a window there where if he catches that, he's getting hit hard. I'm not sure why he threw that football personally.
So it's 3rd and 14. Mm-hmm. So I think he's just trying to get it.
That's the only way he's converting.
Yeah. I guess he's open if you make the throw. It's just a little high.
Yeah, he misfired.
Yeah,
it could have been a little bit more outside, but maybe he's doing that. He doesn't want to lead him into the safety.
Right. This is
I'm okay with the decision. It was just a bad throw.
They're playing the sticks. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got 3 safeties deep.
Yeah, they're real deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're probably too deep, honestly.
So honestly, I think he makes the right decision here. He just misses it a little bit and definitely sets his guy up to get crushed. He should have caught it.
I'm not sure why that outside safety there was so hesitant. like I would have been breaking it hard. He kind of was
GB
slow
coming
playing
away
it a little
with
bit. Like that's your opportunity for a highlight reel hit, unless he's worried about targeting or something like that. But that's what I was thinking as a defensive player. Like I'm licking my chops as a guy with his ribs exposed like that. Like that's an opportunity for a kill shot.
Yeah, I love the feet here, though. I mean, just keeping a wide base, boom, boom, kind of hopping.
Yep, he doesn't heel click.
Not too toesy. Yeah,
Keep the cleats in the ground.
both these guys are very fundamental. Just God, so many tools in the toolbox. Both of them. Both can run. Great arms. Great fundamentals. Both are great high character guys. You don't hear shit about them.
No, nothing about either one. 3rd and 11 here. And they're down 3. So this is one of the few games where, they actually were in a contest. And A&M's not a bad football team.
Oh,
Look at that.
just a flick. Just
Look at that. Stepping up, able to roll out. And then he's rolling to his opposite side, gets his shoulders turned. Did you see how he got his shoulders turned there? And delivered an absolute strike.
He's one of the best throwers on the run that I think I've seen in a long time. Just from different platforms and shit.
he's special, man.
Dude, that's so hard, man.
He's special.
That's like the Michael Jordan logo there.
I just couldn't believe running the opposite direction to be able to get his shoulders turned that well. Man.
So we got cover 2.
Scramble rules.
Yep.
Can you go back quick?
I think this quarterback class is. I mean, Burrow and Tua is a good class too. I mean, this one's hands down, I think, better.
Oh, it's better. Yeah.
Even, I mean, with Lance too. I like Lance as well. These two are definitely better than
Someone
Lance.
asked earlier how we combined the last 3 classes, Kyler and them. But to me, it's Lawrence alone, and then the next group is Tua and Burrow and Fields and Murray. They're in that group.
I
But
agree.
Lawrence is head and shoulders above everyone else.
2nd and 10.
Boston College. So we're switching games here. Another one. Opposite hash.
Howitzer.
Strike. And he gets it there so quick that he actually gave it. I think that's what Rodgers. Yeah, that's Rodgers. He actually gave him a chance to potentially do something with that. That's how quickly and how strong his arm is, how quickly he got that ball there.
On time, accurate. Like you're guessing where that guy's breaking and gonna get out there. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is you have to trust so much your receivers.
Yeah.
J-Rack, can you make that throw?
No.
I mean, you're D1 quarterback, man.
Not anymore.
That's back in the day, could you? That's a tough throw. Like how often could you be that accurate?
Yeah, that's a tough throw. I mean, I can make the throw, but
Right. I mean,
I'd have to throw it earlier. I didn't have that good of I'd have to
four
throw it now.
out of 10 times would you get it to that spot? Perfect.
Right.
I
mean, that's just boom, perfect, dude.
That's hard.
Of course, Rodgers doesn't do anything with it.
Poor Mari.
Yeah, at least pretended he was going to.
You guys like Amari Rodgers?
Not really.
Nah. I mean, good college.
He's
player.
fine for a college quarterback or college receiver, but I mean, best case scenario, he's a a late day 3 guy next
Were
year.
you gonna say day 4?
I almost said day 4.
That's a UDFA.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Is there a team you hope Lawrence goes to?
Doesn't matter.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm not sure that it really truly matters.
He's
Watch-
Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, where it doesn't matter where he goes.
Watch New England. Get Lawrence.
Stop.
Dude, that would be.
Don't say that.
But how long is Belichick going to coach for, though? He's pretty old.
If he has him, forever.
Yeah, but he's like almost 70 already.
He'll coach till he's 80 then.
Dude, I love Belichick.
Me too. I love did you guys watch the Saban and Belichick sit down thing? Yeah, I love that stuff.
Hey, don't get me excited saying
First
the
and
Bears, man.
10.
Don't get me excited. Oh my gosh, I would.
The Bears. I don't
mean-
think they'll be that bad.
You have
Bears.
no idea how excited I would be. Oh my gosh,
They won't be first overall pick bad.
and the defense is too good.
Yeah.
Once again, man coverage, just great awareness, stepping up in the pocket, seeing a lane, and okay, I'll get the first down. No problem. Runs out of bounds, makes the smart play.
I don't know, J-Wack. If you lose David Montgomery, though, I mean, that's like the whole team.
Basically.
Nick said our bet's not off, Garrett.
I don't even remember what your bet was. What was your bet?
I said David Montgomery would be a top 24 running back this year.
Oh, okay.
$10.
Was it not on a per game basis? Did you not specify
Did he say
that?
anything about
No, I
injuries?
didn't. But come
hear
on,
anything.
I mean that's like given.
You know, I'm kidding, man. You already know it's not going to happen either way.
It's $10. I'll send you 20 tomorrow. Shut up.
I'll send you 20 tomorrow to shut up. I'm gonna make a lot of money then, just making bets like that. Just be annoying and give me money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you bet against David Montgomery, you're going to win more than you're going to lose.
Did we talk about the play at all?
I did.
You
You
did.
guys were
Okay.
too busy arguing, but I did.
Good scramble. All right, moving on.
45-7.
Crushing.
One.
Yeah. Wow. Great catch. Who's 14?
I think that's Frank Ladson.
No, it's not.
No, Latson's 2, isn't he?
Yeah, I
And
think
14 is
And
I don't know. I don't know. Who
I'll look it up.
Because Galloway wasn't playing the tight end. He wasn't playing at this point. But here's what I like about this play. Like the touch that he has on this football.
Overton. DeAndre Overton.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Overton. Man, he's been there a while.
But this is another one of those footballs that's a us or nobody football. And that's what I like to see. Like when you can take shots downfield, when you can take big play shots, and you're running such little risk because you're making throws like that where the DB had no chance to actually make a play on that football. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's such a thing of security to know that I can have my quarterback go there, play a big play, risky play, and he's going to make a smart decision and throw an accurate football. It's really nice to see.
It's so nice. So nice.
So, all right, J-Wack, I think you're up. I think that was my last one.
All right, North Carolina. This game was a good game.
Yeah, didn't UNC, didn't they lose this one on a attempted 2-point conversion?
Yeah, it went down to the wire. I don't know
Sam
what
Howell.
what you would call this concept, Nick. I call it just like an over route, got the runoff. A lot of teams run this. What do you call it? It's like I forget the concept name.
I can't. Yeah, but that's a clear and a deep over. It's easy. You're clearing out. Look at that. Three people went with him.
Here, real quick, just because this is pretty big news. So I know this is basketball, not football, but both LA teams, the Clippers and the Lakers, voted to strike and end the rest of their NBA season. Every other team decided to keep playing.
What?
So the Clippers and Lakers apparently, and that was according to Bleacher Report, just decided to be done with their season.
Wow.
Kind of unheard of, especially for two teams that have, legitimate title aspirations.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy.
So sorry
What's
about
up,
that.
Anthony? Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for everybody dropping by. Wrapping up Trevor Lawrence here. We got, let's see, 3rd and 2, so they need to convert here. Down 7-0 early to North Carolina. Just got to clear out with an over. Decent ball here. Good ball. I mean, he gets a completion. I would like to see him get there a little earlier.
Well, it's pretty safe too, J-Wack, because it's the play action. They're hoping the backer will come up and the other receiver will clear them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a pretty safe concept for the situation too.
for sure. It takes them 3 hitches to get there. 1, 2, 3. I mean, get there. Get the ball out.
Right. What's he looking at?
Yeah, there's not much to read here. So just boom, 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 boom. It's kind of waiting, but completes it, gets the first down, play gets made. So someone said whole season. I thought it was just a game. Are you
The
sure
Bleacher
you read
Report
that right?
saying, yep, voted to not contribute to the NBA season. Every other team that voted to continue. This
think-
just happened like 8 minutes ago.
Interesting. Thanks, Woj.
Got it.
Second and
Woj.
15. Me too. 2nd and 15. Still down 7 here. Backed up.
Sam Howell.
So you got cover 2 man. He's gonna rip it.
Oh, on a rope.
Yeah, and cover 2 man, you don't have to really worry about looking off too much. Just puts it right on a rope. Grip it and rip it.
Look at that. And you want to talk about arm strength too. Sometimes you just have to put it in that area, and he's just throwing that as hard as he can. And I'll say this because I've been there. JWAC, you've been there. There's hey, that guy's got a good arm. Then there's strong arms. It's hard to catch it if you're not you know what I mean?
Yeah. The other quarterback on my team, Pat, he was a 6'5" kid. Dude, he could wing it. And I remember warming up with him. I'd be like, damn, dude, just chill out. My hands would be burning.
Yeah. And honestly, and we could be biased, but I think quarterbacks have some of the best hands on the team in general because they're always catching, they're always, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But man, there's just a different level when you have Lawrence ripping it right there. That's, Brett Favre would break fingers,
Yeah.
You're going to talk about some of that stuff.
3rd and 4, still down 7, start of the second quarter. We got
bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap for sure. A little spacing concept, but beautiful back shoulder throw here to T. Higgins. This is we said it earlier, this is an NFL Sunday throw right here. Great timing, great touch. I love the touch on that. Flick of the wrist.
And I just always like how his feet are always pointing where he's going to go. He's just set up for success from the ground up.
Mm-hmm. Shoulder width apart.
Come on, Dixon, attack that guy more.
Great ball.
14-7.
Yeah, 14-7. Dude, North
Howard
Carolina,
Brown
man.
And Newsom, man,
tough.
they're coming at you. Yep.
So, I think you should have seen this blitz coming.
Why doesn't he throw the dig?
I think you should throw the hot here.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna call it dig, but yeah, it's like a levels concept. The guy come in the middle, not
Yeah,
the
84 here. I think he floated a little too far. Anyway,
but
you should have sat right now. Boom, right there.
but
And
throw
you
right
should-
behind when the guy's gonna wrap around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think you should hit 84 now.
Oh, it doesn't have
Right where-
time. I see.
Yeah, right where the blitz comes from, right now.
Yeah, and they teach you that to replace the blitz
Yeah.
generally.
So
Throw into the blitz.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
should,
faded.
You should have seen that.
Or throw it in the
miss.
dirt. Throw it at his feet. Don't take the yards.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job of disguising it. Typically on these is a good tell will be the safety will kind of cheat down a little bit because they're running man, and it can be kind of a tell that the guys that's covering the wide receiver is probably coming.
Mm-hmm.
But they did a good job of disguising it without really telling you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they stack. Is what you're saying, right?
Right. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
So he needs to see that stuff.
79 doesn't even touch that guy. He just waits for the second guy. That's weird. Put your
Whole
arm
season
out.
just dropped. Said 7. Check that, Garrett. They said that
Whole
NBA
season.
Man, I
What's
was enjoying watching some basketball.
Oh, geez. So now everybody's out. I don't know. I just.
All right,
I know
let's
for
keep
sure
rolling,
2
boys.
teams were out. I didn't realize they were all.
We're almost an hour and a half in.
14-7, 3rd and 9. Yeah, check that, Garrett. Let's see if you can find it.
Ooh.
All I'm seeing right now is there was some frustration in the meeting towards Buck's blindsiding on the walkout plan. Buck's George Hill admitted he was the first to start conversation pregame about the boycott.
Dude, Nick, I mean,
That's insane.
look at the way he climbs the pocket here. This is fundamental right here.
I mean, right here.
You practice this type of drill right here where you pull your shoulder up, pull your shoulder down, duck through, come up, and 2 hands on the ball.
Yeah, as of right now, it's still just the Lakers and the Clippers
Okay.
from everything I'm seeing.
I mean, that's across his body kind of throw.
Dude, he's so good at throwing on the run.
Dude, look at that. How do you
On the money,
go
on
in
his
this way,
helmet.
throwing that way?
Dude. Just making a play.
He's special.
Making a play. That's your first overall pick right there. I know people are trying to
Not
act
even
like
close.
it's not a given. It's a given.
He could tear his ACL and he'd be the first pick. Like, there's no reason you'd go anywhere else.
Yeah, this is like a Andrew Luck type prospect here. 2nd and 10 versus Ohio State in the playoffs, down
Big
10.
game.
Man to man.
Yeah, he does such a great job to be able to hit guys on the run.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that helps me believe that he could have some really early success at the next level, because chances are the team he's going to go to is trash, and so he's probably going to have to be moving around a lot behind there, and it still looks like that. Obviously you don't want that for a young rookie quarterback, but it looks like he'll still be just fine.
Why did they all cut?
I don't know.
Like, why?
It's very rare to see a whole offensive line do that.
Can both the center and guard cut at the same guy? Right here, 53 in the middle.
Legally, honestly, I don't know.
I don't know
think you
either,
can.
because I know you can't high-low him.
Right.
But two?
Too low?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing D linemen hate more than getting cut, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
they get so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they get so pissed.
I know conversations when we were like the bad team, going and getting beat up by Auburn and Georgia. The DNs would be like, "Hey man, I'm not gonna make you look that bad. Just don't cut up my knees. I got a career."
Who do you guys think is going to be the worst team in the NFL this year? Like, who do you think will have the first
I mean, the
overall pick?
Jacksonville Jaguars are really trying hard to be.
No, Washington for sure.
Washington probably will.
They traded
be.
away Trent Williams. I'm not a huge Haskins fan. They lost Geis. I wasn't a huge believer, but still, he's talented. They lost Harmon.
Yeah.
Their defense isn't bad, though.
The defense, would be
But that's the
decent,
thing. They
but
have a
we
good
need more than
defense,
that.
whereas Jacksonville doesn't have any defense. They traded away their entire defense,
Yeah.
and their offense isn't that good.
And they would take a quarterback even if they have Gardner. I mean, you're taking Lawrence all day.
You
Either
don't know,
one's
man.
gonna take one.
You don't know.
They're taking Lawrence, man.
What
They
if
got first
Gardner
overall.
does decent?
You still don't pass on that. You still
Yeah.
don't pass on that
He's-
opportunity
Lawrence
to
is
take
better.
that guy.
Lawrence will take you to the Super Bowl.
But
Gardner
if you're
could
not the
take
number
it
one
up.
pick, I'm saying.
Oh, I mean,
If you're like 4 or 5,
yeah. Well, then, yeah. I mean, I was just talking about who do you think will have
Yeah,
the first
no, yeah,
overall.
we're saying 1-1.
Jets are going to be bad.
They'll probably be pretty bad too. I mean, Cincinnati probably won't be great right out of the gate, but obviously they got their guy.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know.
The Chargers could be bad.
I was gonna say there's always one team that like you kind of think is gonna be good, and they just tank.
I like Anthony Lynn on Hard Knocks, though.
I do
I
too.
do like him, and I like the defense.
so
but man,
genuine.
like, I don't know.
All right. Sorry. 3rd and 10. Still down
Maybe Chicago
10.
does it. Maybe they do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
No,
Yeah. Falling away.
How?
Falling away.
that guy's going to hit his
Chase.
hand.
You know who's bearing down on him? Chase Young.
2nd overall pick this year.
That guy's not good.
What? What is that throw?
Top 3 pick, all Buckeyes. What's up?
That throw. I
That's
mean,
insane.
to be honest with you, he probably doesn't need to scramble. I don't know why. If
Nope.
I am going to be nitpicky, I
Yep.
hate when guys.
Yeah, actually had a good pocket.
Yeah, there's something Baker did a lot last year for Cleveland. I thought his line wasn't great, so he had in his mind that he had to run around and make plays, and a lot of times these guys don't need to. Just stay in the pocket. Don't create your own pressure. I thought he did that here. Kind of got wigged out, but I mean, still makes a fuck play. Hey,
We're going to start putting NSFW on here.
I don't care. Rich said I could say whatever I want. So Rich said goes.
Rich says goes.
Dude, grip it and rip it again, man. Post route. Boom.
It's kind of a corner post. It's a great route by Ross.
Yeah.
Watch him here.
Oof. That's a
Didn't
little
you pick
hesitation.
him up in our C2C draft pretty late?
Yeah, because people were waiting on him. I mean, he benefits from this. If it's a lost season,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he gets an extra year eligibility.
if he gets healthy.
Yeah, that's the scary part is he going to be able to play?
So
I hope for him he can.
for the stream, the ruling, the NCAA ruled, no matter if these guys play this year, they will still be granted an extra year of eligibility. So,
which is super interesting.
it's super interesting,
Well,
especially
I
for the
think-
draft.
I think it supports players if they're worried about their health.
Yep.
Which I think is they should do that.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
So
I think
if you're a
it's a good move.
senior like Kellen Mond and you're playing in the SEC this year, you can come back and play again next year without losing eligibility or anything. It's crazy.
And it'd
if you're
be
an underclassman, you will have a waiver if it goes and to use past the 21-22 season. So if you're a junior and you play your senior year next year and you wanted to play again the year after that, you could play and use your waiver. However, it's up to the schools if they want to still honor your scholarship, because after the 21-22 season, those players will count towards the team's roster and scholarship limits. However, next year they won't. So anything after the next year, it will.
And what will make it really interesting is, people freak out about like age for running backs. Well, we could have, a guy that was already a 5th-year senior getting an extra year, and so we could have 25-year-old running backs coming out, 24-year-old running backs. So it's just going to be really interesting with all of this to see, what players choose to do. And then you have guys like, we know he's crazy talented, so it's not a big deal. But, guys like Rondale Moore, who really we will have only saw him play his freshman year before he goes to the NFL. He played, 2 games his sophomore year, 3 games?
That's all I needed to see.
Absolutely. But, that's going to be the interesting part with guys like that, where, there'll be players that we haven't seen play in a couple seasons. So it's going to be really fascinating how all this plays out.
The other thing to think about is, could it rewrite the NCAA records? If you got a guy that plays
Get an extra year.
Yeah, 5 seasons.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It'll really help.
Yeah, if
those
ETN
teams
decides to come back again, he's breaking all kinds of records.
It's really going to help those teams like that rely on veteran players.
Boston College.
Yeah. Those mid-level Power 5 teams, Iowa, Minnesota.
Rolled the boat, baby.
So this 1st and 10 here, he wants to throw this route up top, and I think he should. Throw the ball. Trust it. And I think he sees his receiver maybe not out of his break yet. I don't know. But I think,
kind of break is that?
You see Fields. I know it's weird. It's like a pirouette.
But to be fair, that's the best corner of college football. If you're going to hesitate anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a kudo, right?
Yep. Take your hitch, throw the ball, trust it. It'll be there. Fields does that. We saw it 5 different times of him doing the same thing. Trust it. Trust offense. Trust your guys.
Weird whip
Throw the ball.
thing he was trying to do there.
Still a good throw.
Still a good throw.
Yeah. So just being nitpicky. Gazelle on the loose. Whoop. God, this play
boy.
stole my heart.
Oh, boy. He almost ran out of bounds. How does that one?
He really
I know.
did.
He's talking shit. QB draw.
Gazelle on the loose. Right here, Fields went down in that one play, and here he's like, nope, I'm just going to keep going.
Oh, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Dude.
Talking about fantasy points.
That's the thing about a lot of these quarterbacks that have been coming out. It's almost all of these guys lately also have the ability to run to get at least first downs.
Game
they're
changer.
not. The game changes so much. I mean, Burrow is a very athletic quarterback. Obviously, Kyler Murray came out a couple years ago, super athletic. Tua can run a little bit. Obviously, both of these guys can run. Most of the major prospects that we're seeing coming out of college now are, even if they're not traditionally considered dual threat guys, have the ability to run and get first downs and make plays with their feet.
I think that's a part of just the training being better, too. But, I mean, just wanted
Training
to
them
show
to be
off.
all-around athletes as opposed to just...
Yeah.
I can't believe you're watching this
So
that many
we're
times, JY.
talking about
Yeah,
40s. What do you guys think Trevor would run?
I think he's faster than Fields.
You think he's faster?
Yes.
I was going to say right around the same.
Yeah, I think they're right around the same. I think he might.
I'll bet you the $10 that you owe me for David Montgomery, because he's not going to finish top 24, that Lawrence is faster than Fields.
And a 40?
Yep.
I think Trevor has those longer strides, and so I think once he gets going, I think Fields will be quicker off the jump.
Let's ask the chat. Type T-Law if you think T-Law is faster. Type Fields if you think Fields is faster in a 40-yard dash. Because they are so close.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. I don't know.
And then where would
I
you
think we're about
put
the same.
Trey Lance?
I haven't watched enough to say definitively one.
Probably
all
right
really
around
close.
them. Yeah,
They're
right
all
around
really
the
close.
same. I don't know.
He has a lot less agility than they do.
Wade says Fields.
Wade doesn't know anything. Wade, you don't know anything.
Yeah, Dwayne.
Is that all we got, boys?
No.
Well, hurry
I got
up.
one more. I just want to show the gazelle on the loose.
Dude, look at that juke.
I love
Like
the
you're
juke,
that
yeah.
you're that safety.
That's embarrassing. You don't want to get juked out by a quarterback.
No, sir.
Unless it's Lamar, then it's acceptable.
You
But
get those locks
go.
going.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
bro, why do you have to put this play on?
I know. It's such a good play, though. Throws the man open while fading back to the sideline.
Oh, what a play.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jordan in his prime or something. Like, what is this?
You're killing
on
me here,
Okuda?
man.
Fading to the sideline.
That's on Okuda too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Dude.
but the thing is like he's falling away from this and jumping in the air, fading away, but he still throws him open with a dime. Like,
And
he leads it.
Chase Young's
Look at
right
that
there.
throw. Under
Dude,
2 minutes
how
to
do you
go in
do
the
that?
playoffs.
How do you get that accurate too? Like leading that far?
Damn, dude, this is crazy. That's hard.
I feel like next you're going to show the Olave play where Justin Fields throws the pick just to put
Arm
another
talent,
dagger in my
man.
heart.
That's so salty over there. Dude, that's
It's like you don't
insane.
even, it's like you don't even care about my feelings.
Like, I mean, I could never do that ever.
Yeah,
And
it's just such a hard
I mean,
throw.
could you ever do that, J-Wack?
No, not
I
that.
could.
Garrett could.
I wouldn't have been
I had a
fast. I would
great
have been
flag
tackle
football
already.
career in intramurals.
I was not fast. I ran like a 5 flat, so
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
fast.
I mean, would have been sacked. Would have threw it, but it would have been like not leading. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. So
That's insane.
wrapping up here. I mean, we're going long. These two guys are just absolute studs. So many tools to work with, especially when in terms of fantasy football. I think that's obvious. Everyone knew that going into this film session. But they blew me away even more when I finally got to actually dig in.
And what I've noticed tends to happen for us a lot is obviously if we watch both of these guys back to back, we tend to compare them a lot. And I feel like typically, and usually we end up agreeing, there's been a couple of times where we haven't, but we come out with, oh, I like this guy way better than this guy. And we kind of end up dogging one of them because we like one so much more. Whereas I feel like we walked away with this one where, yes, Lawrence is amazing. And yes, I do think they're different tiers, but Justin Fields is a very dang good quarterback as well.
I like both of them more than I already did. And
Yeah.
that rarely happens. Most times, I don't like the guy as much.
That is rare for Nick.
Chase, yeah. And and especially because quarterbacking is my thing. I mean, that's been what I've coached the most. That's what I'm the most nitpicky about. They're not perfect. You're going to have misreads. You're going to have things you should have done. But overall, and what these guys did in such high-stake games, I mean, these might be more high-stake games they're ever going to have in the NFL. You think of like the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the college football playoff, that might mean more to you because, you can lose a playoff game and come back and next year go to the playoffs. You might only have one shot in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
And so, I know people are down on Lawrence versus LSU, but I mean, they were kind of outmatched and he still did okay.
Thanks, Wade. Really appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words. Glad you're finally able to join us. Yeah, we're usually on Wednesday nights. We were off last week. But, yeah, really happy you're able to join us. I'm glad we finally got to do some quarterbacks, guys. I can't wait to do some more. I'd love to do Sam Howell versus Keaton Slavis. Two really young guys, freshmen last year.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance. We'll get to him. Maybe some underdog guys that, I like Kenny Pickett from Pitt. I talk about him a lot. He'll be going to the Senior Bowl.
Well, and it looks like there's a good shot that we will have one of these college quarterbacks on the show as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we'll reveal that later once we lock in a date.
Yep.
But yeah, as it sits right now, Justin Fields is 21 years old, and he's about 6 months older than Trevor Lawrence, who's 20. So these guys are so young; they still have so much development to go through. And in terms of like us couch scouts, I like to say, like, because we can't meet with these guys and bring them into the hotel room, throw some tape up on the screen, and tell them to give us their thought process, even though we've been having some prospects on the show, which is nice. We're not going to be able to sit down with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. So It's so hard to evaluate quarterbacks like that because we don't know what's going on between the ears. And so much of that position is mental processing, how you are under pressure, just how are you as a leader. Just those little things that we can't evaluate as Twitter scouts and stuff like that. That's why I don't like to actually spend too much time as a fantasy analyst breaking down quarterbacks, because I like to I'll go off of draft capital and understanding, those guys are going to get their early shots, investing capital in those guys because they hold the most value and stuff like that. But if you are able to find some deeper sleepers, then that's good. I mean, you guys have any final thoughts before we close this out?
Nope, I'm good.
Nope, this was fun.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Don't know who we're doing yet. Until next time, we out of here.